morning. We're so glad that you're joining us this morning. We are so excited to be with you. We're going to sing some songs together and focus our attention on Jesus, and we're glad that you can do that with us.
Yes. The King of Kings has claimed his throne, and we get to be in his presence. We get to worship him. He is worthy of that worship. He is worthy of our time. He is worthy of our attention. And it is so good to worship him with you today. A lot of people know, maybe you don't, I'm an identical twin. That means I've never had to go somewhere new or try something new by myself. There's always been someone to go with me. The swimming pool we went to as kids had a really high dive. And I remember us both being a little afraid of it and being like, well, I'll go if you go. Well, I'll go if you go. And eventually we both went. The same thing happened when it was time to walk into the first day of school, to ride our first roller coaster, when it was time to try out for dance team or cheerleading, to audition for a play. It's always had somebody, well, I'll do it if you will. And usually it was me saying that to my sister. She's a little braver than I am. I'm kind of the chicken saying, I'll do it if you'll go with me. That reminds me of our Bible reading today. We're in Judges chapter 4, and Deborah, the prophetess, is leading Israel at this time, and she sends commands from the Lord to a man named Barak. And he's supposed to take some troops and advance against an enemy. But Barak's not so sure about that, and he responds to Deborah, Judges 4, verse 8. If you go with me, I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go. Barak's going to go and do what he's been told by God to do, only if Deborah goes with him. If she's not going, he's not going to do it. And he gets reprimanded later on in this. That's not the correct response, if you didn't know. He's supposed to have the faith and the courage to go, to do what God commands him to do through Deborah. And while that's what he's supposed to do, I have to admit, I kind of get it. Because I'm kind of like Barak. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll go do this hard, brave thing if somebody goes with me. But I don't really want to do it by myself. I don't know where God is nudging you or commanding you to go. Maybe you have that little thought in the back of your head or that little tug on your heart and you're not really sure what to do with it. Maybe it's saying, go to church. But you're thinking, I've tried that before. That didn't work out so well. I got really hurt, or church isn't for me. Maybe God is nudging you, go try a small group. But you're afraid, what if I don't fit in? What if they don't like me? You're afraid of that rejection, or you're afraid, what if everybody knows more than I do? What if it's a nudge to go to Growth Track, to discover your purpose, and you're not sure you're ready for that just yet, or to go on a mission trip, to go feed the homeless in your town or your city? Maybe God's just nudging you to walk across your yard and go help a neighbor with something. Or walk up to that person you keep seeing at the ball field or the gym and get to know them. Go. Wherever God is commanding you, is leading you to go, go. Even if you have to go all by yourself. Now, sure, it's great if there's someone that can go to church with you or try a small group with you or go on a mission trip with you. All of that is great. But sometimes God calls us to go alone. So, whatever God's nudging you to do today, wherever he's encouraging you to go, no matter how afraid you are of being rejected, no matter how afraid you are of failing, find the faith, find the courage, and go. Because if God's told you to do it, you have confidence that he's going with you. Even if no other human person goes with you, the King of Kings who is on his throne goes with you. He has some plan for you. He has some plan for the people he wants you to go to. Trust him in that. Would you pray with me? God, we are grateful to get to spend some time today worshiping you, being in your presence. God, we're grateful for the times that we have said yes and we have moved forward where you have told us to go. So God, we commit anew that we will do that, or maybe for the very first time. God, we're going to find the courage, we're going to find the faith and trust you. We're going to follow that little tug on our hearts, that little thought that's been planted in our minds. We're going to go. We trust that you go with us. Give us eyes to see how you're moving. Give us ears to hear your direction. We can't wait to see what it is that you have in store for us and our community.